Stay with us. We are now being told, and this is in connection with the, with the communal riots that the national capital has seen on Saturday. Shooter Sonu Chikna has now been arrested. He was one of the people seen brandishing a gun. We are now being told that he's a shooter. His name is Sonu Chikna, identified by the Delhi police via the various videos that have been doing the rounds. Let me go straight across to Anvit, who is joining us. Anvit, who exactly is Sonu Chikna and what is he being accused of?
See, the footage had gone viral in the day then the riots took place, and a man was seen in a blue kurta. He was clearly seen, shooting on the crowd. So the Delhi police are saying that this is one person who has been identified as Sonu Chikna, and now, after 2 days of investigation, the police have managed to arrest this man. He has been nabbed by the special staff of Northwest Delhi, is what the DCP has shared the information with the Deputy Commissioner of Police, who had been probing this incident. He's also a part of, and the DCP has been probing this apart from the teams that have been set up. More than 14 teams have been set up to probe this riot incident of the crime branch as well as special cell. So this is a big catch for the Delhi police because this footage had gone viral. The man could clearly be seen firing shots on the crowd. And police are yet to share more details, more past involvements of this man, whether or not this man was previously involved, as the other accused have been. It has been found that they were previously involved in other cases as well, and some of them also have connections with the Delhi 2020 riots, that the communal riots that took place. So the police are yet to find the background of this man, but it has been clarified that this man has been arrested.
Okay.
He has been caught on video shooting on the crowd during the riots.
So just to clarify for our viewers, Anvit, because all of them are seeing this footage that is playing on our screens right now, there is a man in a turquoise kurta. He has a gun in his hand and he's firing. I want to ask you whether this is the gunshot that injured Medha Lal, the Delhi police inspector, A, and whether this man on our screens is the one that we are talking about, Sonu Chikna. If you could just reconfirm that for us.
See, the police had been saying that yes, they would be investigating this, even though the weapon that has been seized from the man arrested earlier, police was saying that had shot the policeman. The weapons will go for a forensic examination, and only then it will be clear. Even though the police have been saying that they have arrested the man who had shot the policeman, but see, officially we'll only get details when the forensic reports come out and they establish that the bullet that had pierced through the policeman's hand was fired by this particular weapon that was being used by this man. So also they are saying that prima facie it is the same man, but they are saying that forensic reports will only establish which bullet was fired from which weapon only after the weapons that have been sent for ballistic ballistic information, that will only clarify whether or not the bullet was fired from the same weapon.
So, there are media teams that Anvit have spoken to Sonu Chikna's mother because he's been missing after the riots, and she said, "Bete se galti ho gayi, 5 waqt ki namaz padta hai wo," which means essentially he's a pious boy, but he made a mistake. The big question for the Delhi... All right. The big question, of course, now in front of the Delhi police is how someone like a Sonu Chikna or others managed to lay their hands on these arms that we are seeing on our screen. So you have pistols, you have guns being used, there were swords being brandished as well. In fact, 3 guns have been recovered, 2 pistols have been recovered. There are 5 swords that have been recovered from people who have been apprehended. Where did all these weapons come from? Siddhant, you are joining us on the story as well as we look at these pictures, this viral video of a man in a turquoise kurta shooting. Now, we don't know if this is the gunshot that hit the Delhi police inspector, but what we can definitely say is that you have this man in the middle of a riot firing a weapon. He's been identified as Sonu Chikna. He's someone who's now been identified 48 hours after the riot. What is the Delhi police saying about him? Because it seems his mother was fairly convinced that it is him in the video, and she's going on to tell media channels that, well, he made a mistake. He's a pious boy, but he made a mistake.
Look, absolutely. And whatever little I could understand tracking this case is there are 4 to 5 main characters. Police is calling them masterminds of the entire Jahangirpuri violence. One is Salim, one is Ansar, one is Aslam, and one is Sonu Chikna. And police's case also establishes that these 4 individuals are linked with each other in one or the other way. And this is perhaps the reason that today at the time of remand before the magistrate, one of the grounds for the remand of Aslam and Ansar and Salim was that police is doing manhunt of Sonu Chikna, and these individuals, these accused, know the location of Sonu Chikna. So to get more details about that, they need a custody. On that ground, today police got custody of these three main accused. So these all people are linked. They are neighbors. They know each other very well as per the Delhi police's case. And in fact, one of our colleagues have also spoken to the mother of Sonu Chikna, and that innocent lady has said that on camera that
Correct.
yes, his son has fired bullet shot. And this particular, in fact, the involvement of Sonu Chikna is very much clear now. We have a video footage. We have a first-hand testimony, the statement of his own mother, his own family members are confessing that he did use a weapon, he did fire a bullet
Well,
shot.
it's
So,
very visible to anyone who's seeing this video, Siddhant, that this is the guy who has used a weapon. Clearly what he is doing is illegal. Is his arm even registered? Where did he get this weapon from? His mother has, again, in various interviews said that my son, he was about to break his roza when he heard about the stone pelting starting near a mosque. He rushed there. The mother is saying he didn't have a weapon. He didn't have a pistol when he left my house, but he seems to have got it from somewhere on the way and then used it. So the mother, in a sense, verifying this video, saying that yes, indeed, this is her son who fired, also saying that he's a pious boy and he's made a mistake. I want to ask you this, Siddhant, since you're the one who's been tracking this story since morning. Now, there have been reports and it has been claimed that in court, the Delhi police has said that they believe this is a pre-planned conspiracy, that this didn't happen, the stone pelting wasn't spontaneous. But the Delhi police chief today was very careful. He chose his words very carefully and he said, we do not know if this was pre-planned or not. The investigations are on. So what should we make of these two stances that the Delhi police has taken? One, the Delhi police chief in front of the media, and other, what they have told the court.
Actually, today, Commissioner himself decided to take press conference. That is, in a way, a very big step. Amidst all these controversies and the questions that were arising on social media, and in fact, we, as a media personnel, also asking the same question, that whether saffron flag was planted on a mosque, how did this all started, where did these weapons come from? Those were some legitimate questions that we want to know. We want answer from Delhi police. He made it very clear that look, there is no such planting of a saffron flag on the mosque. He did not get into the investigation part of the case. He said that is subject to an investigation. How did this all started? He also said that police is looking into how these accused managed to get weapons, stones, and all these arson material. Now, going by whatever little we have covered Jammu and Kashmir, and one of my colleague was giving this example also this morning, that is stone pelting can never be spontaneous. There are not this number of stones present on roads at any given point of time. It is, one needs to collect the stone for stone pelting. And we have seen how this used to be a design, thing in Jammu and Kashmir. Even money used to be paid to the stone pelters, and that used to happen, giving a proper direction. So that could be a case in Delhi also. And that is exactly what Delhi police is currently looking into, that where these accused got these weapons from. Where did they get the stones from?
Okay.
Where did they get petrol bomb from?
Absolutely.
And that is what Mr. Thana and his teams are looking into at this
All right,
point.
we'll leave it there for the moment. Thank you very much. A big development as far as Jahangirpuri's violence is concerned, the communal rights are concerned. The person who was seen firing a weapon, that video going viral in a blue turquoise kurta, he's been identified, he's been apprehended as well. That's the man on your screens, Sonu Chikna.